last few weeks, going back and forth, built that hole down by the water here, the hyzer, but there was no good way going from that hole to the next hole. So my plan now is just forget about all this, stick to the original plan. The hole which we started on between 2 and 3 and 4 here, we'll keep that because that fits. And the hole 4 here is possible to extend if we like, to make it longer. And the plan with the hole, which is now hole 3, but will be hole 3, hole 5. The one that just goes into the woods now, 90 meters, slight bend to the right. That's supposed to be the landing zone, and then you go up, play the par 4. So my plan today is, I was flying down with the drone earlier. I do the cutting and look at sort of designing that hole, the par 4, because I'm working on a deal with some guys with some diggers, so getting good price on some digging. So maybe we can do that hole this year. We're going to do 11 and 15, and maybe also this, and do the road down with 7 and 8 to dry hole 7 even more. It's all the landing zone and this is dry, so it's no problem. But create the par 4 today, and also look at further up here. Look at when you finish playing that, instead of just going, you can play towards, which is now, yeah, the hole 5, the Anheuser over the water. So look at this today. This is a much better plan. Then we have only 2 additional holes down here. Then we can skip holes 12 and 13. If we like. Also, I will build a bridge here over the creek, so you don't have to go around, just go straight over. It's better, I think. Of course, if you have a good throw, it doesn't matter, it's the same distance, but easier to pick up if you hit the trees and stuff if you have a bridge here. So the basket is now down here. Ideal landing zone, maybe a little bit further here, or if you can even get across the creek. All of this here now it's wet because of its kind of channeling the water. So we need to make a creek along here. It's fairly easy. And also maybe something along here. You say here it will be a very nice fairway. All the way up here. So from these hills here, it gets very swampy here, wet. So just all around here, build creek. And down to the creek that goes down here. And also the same on this side, build a creek that goes into the already existing creek. Because then all of this also will be dry. What we dig we can put here and raise it a little bit. Same here. Raise it a little bit and flatten it. Take away the small trees. Leave all the big trees we leave. And here as well. Take away the rubble, the small trees rubble. And the larger birch trees I can pile up and leave and use for firewood. The rest we can just leave, and then the digger will move it when he comes. And then afterwards, my plan, we'll see about later, but small work up here, and then play your way down to the tee or to the next hole, which is now hole 5. Even we can play from here. I need to look at this. I see this as a... I kind of left the idea of this hole. I don't know why. I did some other designing or somehow put some holes here and there. Maybe I got a little bit influenced by... Someone said that 12 and 13, it's a long walk, blah, blah, blah. But I like hole 12 and I like hole 13, what I've done with it. At least when I take a few more trees, you really get the view there on hole 13. I think it will be beautiful. And so what, the course is already a behemoth, a monster course. So that's what you get when you play here. You better be in shape. So now this hole, which will be 3, this will be 5. Now it is 3, hole 3. So this will be a fantastic par 4. The fairway here in the woods and a little bit, wow, mountains behind me here. The sun coming through the old oak trees here. So just get a digger in here. I think probably Aunt Gustav could do this in one day. Just do the creek. One down there, a cut off there. This par 4 will be awesome. And also when you have the digger here, just do a level the ground. And we can put in some grass. Now I have a good feeling about this hole again. Looks like I surprised the moose. Yeah. Very, very fresh tracks. I've been with a chainsaw just with the path up here. So this, I think, is very cool. Look at this. My first plan was to have the tee under the mountain, because it's sort of, it goes, you can have the tee under and it hangs over you. But then I don't think the shot is very cool. So, plans change every minute. I was going up there before with under the mountain. It's a cool place, but it's... I don't think it shapes for a good hole. Not this round. So, but what I see here... Here is the path up to what is now hole 5. You throw over there. And the basket on currently hole 4 is now there. There's lots of space. It's 30-40 meters over there. And here, after you played par 4 you were making before, there's and down, boom. Put the basket here. And then you just pop, short walk up and play that one. So then the idea will be, you play the new hole after hole 2, and then you play this hole, which is now hole 4, and then you walk and play the par 4, and then you go play back here. You don't have to walk all the way up like we did with the... Then you can play zoom. It's getting time to pick up the kids, so I don't have time to chop down any more trees, but we have time to make a plan. So, yeah, I feel this is how course design is when you just wing it. You have an idea, can't sleep properly, you go out, yeah, we'll try this. and you start chopping away with the chainsaw and you see, no, this is not a good idea. Instead of going, could of course just going back and forth, walking, like finding the lines Simon and Avery did, but we have so much land. I have the chainsaw, good for the power to chop down some trees. I only take down the small trees. It's also good for the forest, good for the animal life, the moose and the deer and the roe deer. I go here and check. So this is the par 4 from where we go up the basket here. So now I decided just go over here, 60 meters maybe, 50 meters. And I'll build a tee here. And then take away these trees. And it will be there's lots of small trees, a few big pine trees. Of course, always leave the big ones. And also, here is no room for going high over, or no room for that. Only maybe grenade if you have it, but I will make it narrow, bending slightly to the left. Maybe not even bending, maybe I can make it dead straight here.